Hi everyone, what if you could take the best parts of skateboarding, mix it up with the beauty of Journey, and end up with one of the most relaxing yet thrilling games of the year? Well, you can do all this with Sword of the Sea. Today we're looking at what makes this game work and what not. If you've played Sword of the Sea already, let me know in the comments what you think about it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more reviews where I break down why you should really play certain games. Alright, let's start off with the core experience in this game, which is the movement. Playing this game, you get to do a lot of stuff. You're surfing across dunes, which feels like sandboarding, with the momentum carrying you further and faster. Sometimes you're chaining up jumps and ramps for almost Tony Hawk-like trick runs. And then you are gliding over water sections, which gives a totally different vibe. It's like skating on glass, with ripples reacting to your movement. It all looks really cool. And of course there are the snowy and icy areas, which completely change the handling, adding a slippery, drifting sensation that makes you think, how do you control your speed and your flow? And even though you are traversing different surfaces, it's not really that difficult. The game always keeps you moving, which makes it meditative but still playful. While playing this game, I felt that throughout the game it always maintains that relaxing vibe. And the visuals and atmosphere do their part to enhance that experience. It doesn't just look pretty, it also feels alive. There are gigantic ruins rising out of the sand as you surf past them, giving you a sense of scale, like you're uncovering a forgotten civilization or something. And what for me made it especially feel alive is that the horizon is constantly shifting. One moment you're in a sea of golden dunes, and the next I was cutting through misty cliffs or surreal landscapes with glowing structures. And the use of color, it changes the mood in each area. You get the warm and comforting tones to the eerie blues when giant sea creatures loom in the background. And to enhance that relaxing vibe even more is the soundtrack, which really made an emotional impact. As I was speeding up downhill, the score swells up, almost like the music is breathing with your momentum. And when you hit a quiet spot, there is soft and haunting music which emphasizes the loneliness and discovery without a single word being spoken. And then we have those big cinematic moments, like passing massive whale-like creatures. The soundtrack will put up a notch and making it feel larger than life. And there's one thing that makes this game different as well, and that's the lack of dialogue. But because the music and the visual storytelling is so impactful, it still works. And I talked about this a bit before, the game has a real chill vibe, but there's also thrill to be had. So you can choose, you can zone out or you can push yourself. For example, you can just flow with the terrain for a calm meditative ride. It's almost like a relaxation session after work. Or you can hunt for momentum spots, chaining jumps and tricks, testing yourself against the environment in New Game Plus. I watched some reviews of other YouTubers and they even call it the most relaxing game of the year, while others they highlighted the adrenaline rush of surfing through ruins at full speed. And in all honesty, even though I love that calm atmosphere, the game hooked me when I was trying to perfect that chain of boosts. There was just that feeling of just one more ride, just one more go. And what about the length and replayability of this game? Well, it's a rather short experience. It took me about 3 to 4 hours to complete the game. But even though the game is designed to be short, it will stick with you. And if you want more, you can unlock New Game Plus, where you can have speedrun levels, chase tricks. And on the other hand, because the game is that short, it makes it worth to replay it once or twice. Alright, so far so good. Is there stuff that doesn't work? Well, yes, for example, the puzzles, they are super basic. Often just activating 3 points in an area, so it's really nothing challenging. is almost a filler between the surfing. For me personally, that felt a bit like a letdown. And even though I felt that some sequences with giant sea creatures looked very cool, they did break my smooth surfing flow. It's like hitting a story wall instead of riding the vibe. And I also read some other players on PC who reported stuttering, and there is a lack of Steam Deck support. So that can take away from the otherwise silky smooth feel. So really, all in all, there is nothing that ruined the game for me. But if you're the kind of person that likes deep puzzles or hours of content, then probably this game isn't the game for you. Alright, now about my final thoughts about this game. I have to say, Sword of the Sea is all about flow, beauty and emotion. It's not trying to be everything, but what it does, I felt it nailed. And it's a rather short experience, but it is one you'll probably remember long after you finished playing the game. Because this game will leave you with a feeling that few other games are managed to achieve. Okay, there you have it. That's my take on why I feel you should give Sword of the Sea a go. And of course, if you tried it, please drop your thoughts below. I really love to hear if it hit you the same way as it hit me. And finally, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of reviews. Thank you all for hanging out with me and see you in the next one.